Welcome back, everybody. This is the thejonnymar, and I'm continuing with Nomad and the World Eaters. So we are in the Orviska slums, and last time we met up with Parin and Yavis, the Finks that abandoned Odie quite a while ago. And so now, hopefully, we're going to find out exactly what's been going on, and perhaps why they actually left Odie behind, other than, perhaps that he's a weakling that it's just not worth trying to protect. No, that can't be it.
Hey? Those voices. Lordy, lordy, it's Rock'em and Sock'em. Looks like you made it back in one piece. You run into any trouble?
Gestahl! Of all the places to hide from me.
Dio? Mr. Dio, is that you? Well, I'll be. How you doing?
Oh, I remember you. I remember now. You're that guy who kept showing up with Odie, right?
Odie? You finally stopped with all that Master Dio business, did you? Good, good. Glad to hear it. I got sick of carrying around that damn name you gave me. I ain't that Gestahl fella. It's Vangogh.
Mr. Vangogh. That suits you much better.
No, just Vangogh's fine. And this here's Rock'em and Sock'em.
Hey, Vangogh, you know?
Come on, don't just stand there. Come in.
Oh, okay.
So it turns out their names are not actually Gestahl, Yavis, and Parin. They're actually Vangogh, Rock'em, and Sock'em. Nice. And Vangogh is actually a grower of hot pods. He is a farmer. So he's going to tell us a little bit about his history and kind of the plight of this area. And that is the fact that Orviska has recently raised all of their taxes, which has really affected, the working class people like Vangogh. You can't really have a kingdom without farms. You need to be able to have food to support the people of that kingdom. Okay. So you lied so that basically they would just give up and not give you trouble. Nice. Not sure that's a worthwhile reason, but whatever. Now we find out why Vangogh left. See, he's not just a bad guy. It's because his wife was feeling sick. That makes sense, although you would think he would at least say something. What is it, Vitaly? Now, we didn't actually get the background information on this. If you picked Vitaly way back when we comforted Trish many episodes ago, then we would have found out that he's actually a cook of sorts, and he would have mentioned the Hot Pod Supreme. Hot rods and cream. Nice. Apparently it's quite the sight to behold, even though we can't actually see it. I guess after you build it up like that, it'd be pretty tough to show it to us, because then we'd be like, eh. You know, it wouldn't actually match up with the legend. So Vangogh's gonna give us some farming 101 here. Sounds good. Can't see Vitaly as a farmer. Good, maybe he'll make us up some good dishes then, on the road. Although Gig, as usual, is impatient. He just wants to stuff his face. Oh man, don't do that, Vangogh. We'll end up bursting from eating so many. So let's do this.
Whoa! World's getting shook up again. Hope it doesn't knock my hot pods all over this time.
Papa, you got guests? I hope you're not being lazy and just serving them tea again.
Oh, Mama, don't worry about it. Go on back to bed.
I'm so sorry. We must be intruding. We really should excuse ourselves.
No, it's okay. We feel better when we have people around. Thanks to the government, everyone had to leave. They even took our finks. Been pretty lonely since then.
Speaking of which, about the guys chasing those finks. What happened?
Oh yeah, thanks again for bringing them back to us. See, some finks are good for farming and manual labor, and some are good for riding into battle. But the government's pushing their military pretty hard, and they've started taking all the farming finks.
So they were drafted, huh?
I was out on another job that day. I got home to an empty house and a note from the army.
Oh dear, how terrible! What kind of king does that? I should go snap his neck!
Itching for another coup d'etat, are we?
Well, actually, the new queen took the throne just a while ago, and I'm sure she's doing the best she can. But we just can't go on like this for much longer. At first, she hiked up taxes, saying it was for the good of the nation. But they were so harsh, there was a revolt.
Yeah, now that's how you get things done.
Maybe, but it was a miserable time. We was crushed in no time flat. Grand Sorcerer Dio showed up to handle us himself.
Dio, huh? Why such hazardous use of your power? Huh? What's everyone staring at? The Dio line has been the strongest family of wizards for over 300 years. And the only reason Dio got to take over the family name was because...
Because?
He got lucky, that's all.
Lucky?
Anyway, those two beasts and the man Gestahl that followed Dio didn't just come out of nowhere. every generation, whoever inherits the Dio name inherits them as well. He also gains access to all the family techniques, treasures, and secrets. That's why. It's not because I was weak. I just really...
There, it's okay.
Here's a hanky.
Thank you.
Anyway, they say that nobody who goes up against him ever comes back alive. Well, what do you care what they do? Looks like you're aiming to stir up a whole mess of trouble. Whatever it is, good luck. They could use a good kick in the keister.
All right. So now we found out a little bit more about Dio. And the fact that Odie apparently is related in some way to him, perhaps. Or maybe not. We'll find out more about that in the very near future. But now we have to head out and leave the slum. Now we'll continue the storyline.
The Legend of the Unbeatable Wizard. I've heard that one before. I don't doubt that no human has ever stood a chance against the Dio family. But it looks like they've forgotten the beatdown I handed them in the war 200 years ago. Even I forgot about that until we heard that story. Hell, I bet even that hag Lena could smack him around if she wanted. Hey, that's off limits. Come on, show a little class. She had another soul hidden away. That doesn't even count. Forget it. Just shut up and give me some more of those hot pots.
Speaking of which, I do believe Orviska is Lady Lena's homeland. It was also once the base of operations for Lena's father, Lord Median the Conqueror.
Yeah, I know all about that. I had my own little place set up here. This area has really strong natural magic. Why do you think the Third World Eater is sealed away here? It'd be impossible to keep it locked up without a ton of power. But even then, the land's strength still isn't enough. It'd need a powerful sorcerer and sacrifices. Honestly, though, I'm amazed you people didn't already know. Doesn't school teach you anything these days?
Sacrifices? That must be what Cuthbert meant when he said Orviska was their best customer.
So, they buy slaves from Yesterwind and use them to keep the monster sealed.
But that's horrible. That's what this Dio guy does? He's a jerk.
But if Dio was the one who sealed it...
Yeah, we'll have to get Dio to unseal it again somehow. But would he even agree to do that?
Wait, why don't we just ask that Lena friend of yours to do it? Didn't you say she's more powerful anyway?
Huh. You say it like it's the simplest thing in the world. The sacrifices have solidified the seal. Maybe with a crimson tear she'd have a shot, but otherwise... I won't say she couldn't do it, but it'd be better to talk to Dio first, considering his experience with it. Trish, is everything okay? You look like you want to say something.
I know this is sudden, but I have to stay here.
Why?
I didn't know about any of this. About the people living like this. These people who stand up for themselves only to be stomped back down.
Trish.
Maybe it's too late, but I finally see why Shauna said I could never understand. Mr. Vangogh said we could stay with him if we were in the area. I think I'll take him up on that. I feel like if I stay here, I can better understand the people that live here, and maybe help make things better.
Huh. You're embarking on a fool's errand, you know. And fools work best in groups. I'll stay too.
Really?
What kind of uncle would I be if I left a young girl alone in a strange place like this?
Oh, you know I'll be fine on my own. At least, that's what I'd like to think. But I don't want to cause trouble for Mr. Vangogh. I mean, who knows when the army might show up again and try to take away his figs, or his land. I'd sleep much better at night knowing you were here with me.
You're no longer that stubborn little girl who insisted on doing everything by herself. You, Sep girl.
Huh? Me?
Do you remember what Lady Lena told you?
Oh, of course.
I'm not happy about leaving everything to a Sep, but you're the only one I can count on. So don't mess this up.
Someone's actually relying on me? What's next? Hot pods falling from the sky?
I'm not gonna say that.
Hey, you in there, shut up! You think I'm not smart enough to make fun of myself? Well, I am. Wait, what? That wasn't him. Did you say that?
Yeah, he did, but it wasn't me.
Oh, you're becoming more like me every day. We're not fully fused yet, but we're definitely getting closer. We don't dream as much as we used to either, which means everything's going well.
Maybe I shouldn't leave you alone, if that's true.
Nah, don't worry. Just leave everything to me.
Somehow, that doesn't make me feel better. But I guess I have no choice.
So, Levin, looks like Trish is staying here. With that in mind, what are you planning to do?
Why are you talking like that? What's any of this got to do with me? Why not ask Sluggo what he's gonna do?
Me? Yes. This is a most problematic... problem. I want to be here for my friend in this troublesome time, but if Tio's at the heart of all this, I must pursue him. So, Trish, do you think you could keep an extra eye on Vangogh for me? Please help him however you can.
Of course. If you need me during battle, feel free to summon me. You should get going now. Take care, everyone. Good day.
Good day, Trish.
See y'all next time, viewers.